Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 10th episode of Kamichu. Now, last episode, we actually helped the great ship Yamato's spirit to return home, which was a very amazing, emotional scene, especially for the certain man that was part of the crew back in the day. That was probably the best day of his life, like at least the best day in a long time he's ever had. And just, yeah, I mean, that pretty much was the episode, not much more to say on it beyond that, so let's get into this one. 3, 2, 1, play. But yes, it was a pretty glorious event. And just remind me that you really never know what you're gonna get with this show. It's always something interesting. One episode we're dealing with an alien that showed up on Earth. Another episode we're dealing with Yamato's spirits. Another episode we deal with being sick. It's a very unique show. And yet it still feels pretty grounded in spite of all of that. Gotta enjoy that watermelon. Oh, student council president election. I mean, it would make sense for their god to be their president. It's a nice drawing. Well, and I guess it's fine, but it'd be nice if, Ueck could compete. That'd be interesting. Oh, is she gonna, like, nominate her for doing it? Yeah, of course. Of course. That is something Matsuri would do. Yes. This should be fun. Just love that voice. Wow, don't praise her too much. Give her a big head. She is certainly not an average student. She is so much taller than her. Okay, let's not exaggerate. But you did such a good job with Tama. Yes, just accept that. Well, it depends on the anime, but some student councils have a lot of power. I was waiting for her to tie us into Kenji somehow. And that's how she decided to play it. A little bit manipulative, but... yeah, very easy. An election campaign between a man and a god. Nobody told me I'd be going up against a god. But now you have a competitor. Yes, the god girl. Flashy girl. Not good with names, I guess. You can't reject a god. It kind of defeats the purpose of an election if you can just do that. You're not entitled to the job, you know. I know, right? She shouldn't even have to explain that to you. But I do love how it's just considered normal that they have a god in their school. Like, yeah, it's you know, that god girl. Like, nobody doubts it or anything, but they just take it so casually. But he probably is more qualified for the job, you know? But still, I wish he wouldn't act so entitled to it. Like, how dare somebody else think they can even apply for the election? Are you... Wow, dude. You know, it's cute when a cute anime girl does it, but it's not cute when you do it. Yeah, he does not seem like the friendliest guy from that. Greet him, more like declare war. That blush. Uh... Don't make her cry. Look at you dead, you scared off the god. I guess she'll just say it in proxy for her. Yeah, Matsuri is still my favorite character design. Although Yuria is the most adorable thing in the world in this show. There's nothing wrong with that. It's called Moe. Yeah, she might struggle with some aspects of this. Well, it's okay if you turn red as long as you say what you need to say and do what you need to do. This should be fun. I'm looking forward to this campaign. Got a reminder of that. Well, that's kind of understandable, but I guess that would be against our interests. His evil hands. Wow. I mean, the skirts are long enough as it is. We don't need to have stricter clothing stuff. But yes, I think it's best if Yuria wins. Just shove it in her mouth. Oh, wow. That was really cool, Yuria. Mitsuha does not seem that excited about this. It's fine, you look cool. Don't worry about it. I like it. Yeah, that is your biggest advantage, being a god, so you gotta, as you said, milk it. That's much cuter than what's his face is drawing. Nishimura, whatever his name was. I don't remember. I don't really like him enough to go out of my way to remember his name either. Not as amazing as being a god, but there's two Saigusas in the show. You really should call her by her first name. She's a great sister. You be quiet. And in fact, I want more scenes between Miko and Matsuri. Oh, what are we talking here? Oh, what, talking to people? You can't prove anything with a picture. She didn't say anything about a bribe. You're just assuming. Oh, I didn't actually say that. My bad. Wasn't bribe money, I was just, you know, paying it back some money I borrowed. And would you even have bribe money? I know, right? You have no idea what's in the envelope. It could be you know, a nudie picture. Yeah, you'll have a good president, you know? Yeah, that's not a bribe. Yeah, get wrecked, kid. I love the smug look. And I love the butthurt look on his face. Well, at least he can apologize. I can respect that. I just love the smugness. Matsuda's always been a fun character. Yes. You would think, wouldn't you? Having a god as president can only be a good thing, I guess. Stop stabbing it. I would eat snacks. Yeah, I know. Oh, Kenji's stuff. Oh. I thought that was deliberately given to them as encouragement. But I guess it was just coincidence. Yeah, that's why you don't do calligraphy on a roof, but... Yes, that's not... That's not something you have to think about, dude. That's pretty common sense. Oh, Matsuri. Her faces are just always on point. Wow, dude. It's so cute. I love the soft-spoken voices they were saying that stuff in. Free of charge. Oh, really? Yeah. I imagine Matsuri doing most of the campaigning work. Is free of charge really part of the name? Oh, Matsuri. Just a little bit, but it's fine. I mean, as we've said, yes. Gotta work that appeal. Fair enough. Will it? Okay, I think we're starting to push it. We're definitely starting to push it. Wow, what are you here for? Of course he did. I mean, wasn't this like girls only not too long ago? He has such a just unpleasant looking face, doesn't he? Yeah, I've noticed. Well, your idea of a better place is not everyone's idea of a better place. But you're changing what you believe needs to be changed. There's nothing objective about that. I hope you know that. So I've heard. You should quit. Well, she's a god, but There's a conflict of interest here. Yes, I'm glad she realizes that. Still love her voice. She can help plenty of people, just not you. Oh, thank you, Matsuri. You really had that coming. Shut up. Yes, you were... Wow, Miko. That's great. You tell him. I love how excited Miko got about her sister. That was great. Wow. Catchphrase almost. I would never bet against you, Matsuri. But she's not a god, so... You have a good chop, though. But yeah, of course Miko would disagree with that. She loves you after all. Aw. I'm so glad we're getting more of that. Yeah, so Nei-chan kakkoi. Well, a lot of people associate gods with helping people, but they also sometimes smite people depending on what mythology you're going with. They can be pretty horrible creatures depending on which mythology you're talking about. But yeah, I'm pretty sure a god can just decide what they want to do for the most part. Like, you know, run for president, for example. Speech time. This should be something memorable. I agree with some of what you're saying, but not all of it. I mean, we don't need too wholesome. Okay. I feel like she should read the speech, but... I would rather have Yuria read the speech, honestly. She happens to be a god, by the way. You should mention that early on in the speech. Are we gonna... We're gonna stop and bring Yuria up there? Or just go off script, I guess. A little bit, but she's adorable, so it's fine. That wasn't part of the script. Kamichu. I think she could help a little bit. Yeah, she's a very good girl, that's for sure. She's not wrong. She would know her best. Very true. Uh, that, you know, for going completely out script, that was pretty good. I guess that's the kind of difference speaking from the heart can lead to. I kind of want to hear the whole regular speech though, but it's good. It's good. It feels like Mitsuo doesn't get a lot of lines in the show, so, you know, that was cool to get. It's okay, don't worry about it. You didn't say anything wrong. Okay, now it's Yuri's turn. Do your best, Yuri. A little bit stiff walking, but as long as she makes it. Wow. Oh, Yuri. That was not a good start. Well, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. That's the wind and rain is still a problem. But I guess Yuri lost. That's unfortunate. Of course. Wow, we really are getting to work. What? What is happening right now? Oh, maybe she did win. It made it sound like she didn't, the way she was all down on the dumps. That is definitely a difference in the school. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I'm confused, I guess. Okay, a revote. Okay, now I get it. I was really confused. A pool's worth of pudding. That does look like a pretty improved school, in my opinion. Where even is she? A lot of hair. I'm sure it was. She doesn't even look like her with the long hair. I can see you did your best. Yeah, I was really confused in that last scene. Because I saw Yuri's on the name on the poster, but then they were talking as if she wasn't president. You know, because Kenji didn't get his club room. And then we saw all the changes as if she was president. And then they called, you know, what's his face of president, so I was thoroughly confused. But I guess what happened was she won. She did her best as president, made a lot of changes with her magic, passed out. Then they did a, you know, revote to make him the president until she wakes up or something. Because it says something about handing over the position, so that makes me think it's a temporary thing. But I don't know. I was really confused in that part. But yeah, the school looks incredible. I don't see what the problem is. But definitely an interesting episode. Ugh. Oh, Miko episode? What? Did that really happen? I feel like that's hard to believe. Is that really a ship? I guess we'll see one way or the other. But that was the 10th episode of Kamichu. And this episode, it was basically student election time, which is what they had. And initially it was just going to be the one character. I want to say his name was Nishimura, something like that, but I don't really remember. I think it was something like that. But he was the one that was like the obvious choice for president because of his experience, you know. I think he was like a student council member before, but wants to upgrade to like the president. And he has some aspirations for the school that he talked about, which is fine. But I'm not a big fan of all of his changes, you know, wanting to make it more wholesome and, you know, stricter dress code and all that stuff. I'm not a big fan of that. But, you know, at least he has big ideas, I guess. I guess that's something. But, you know, we had to have Yuria give her a shot. And Matsuri was the one to make sure that became a thing. She put up the campaign poster, signed her up, and did a lot of the campaign help. She even helped her write the script. Not that it mattered in the end, we just went off the script anyway. But I'm sure it was a really nice script nonetheless. But I would have liked to have heard most of it. But, you know, the heartfelt speech that we got from Mitsue, I liked it. It was pretty good. Definitely very honest, you know. So I guess that's definitely a pretty good approach, you know, to, you know, be honest about a you know, campaign. A candidate, rather. So it was pretty good. And one of the big motivators to get Yuria to agree to this was saying that they could help out Kenji get his own club room, which would be nice because the calligraphy club on the roof doesn't work too well for multiple reasons. In spite of that, Kenji was still like on the fence about whether or not he wanted an actual club room, which is pretty silly to me. But he's a weirdo, so you know I'm not going to question that too much. But yeah, I mean, it was a pretty straightforward campaign. There wasn't really too much really about it, aside from the fact that What's-His-Face decided to go to Yuria's consultation to try to get some advice and stuff to try to manipulate her. But luckily, Matsuri came over to help with that. But I'm glad that Yuria was not too taken into it. She recognized that he was trying to manipulate her. Like, she wasn't too susceptible to that, so that was good. And then Matsuri came over to just give a bit of a head chop, so that was for the best. So that dealt with that. And of course I loved Miko just being all like, One-chan, I'm so like, proud of you, you're so cool. Like, I don't know, I really love that scene a lot because just, you know, I love sisters getting along well in anime and they're a good example of that. So obviously any kind of screen time we can give to that I'm very happy about, so pretty cool. Let's see. Oh, the bribe thing was kind of funny, I guess. You know, she was like, hey, vote for Yuria, I'll make it worth your while. You know, pretty much implying that she was bribing them, which he tried to call them out on, but it turned out to be not what he was expecting. She was just giving out fortunes, you know? So not quite, like, not really a bribe, really. I mean, I guess you could try to make some sort of argument about that being a form of bribe, but that would be a really big stretch. It really wasn't. It was just, you know, it was all good. Nothing nefarious going on there. It was all legit. Which, you know, I do like that he's able to at least apologize when he does these things. That's something, at least. But in the end, yeah, Kenji did not get his new club room. Yuria apparently won, made the place very much a carnival, you know, an amusement park type thing. Which was great. I mean, they didn't seem too excited about it, but it seemed cool to me. You know, but I guess it would be a little bit distracting. Things did seem to get a bit out of hand there. And Yuria had her hair grow long, as she sometimes does when she Kamichus a lot, and just passed out. So while she's, you know, sleeping and she, I guess, the one guy is now taking over as president, at least temporarily. I think that kind of implied it would be temporary, but I don't know, I could be misinterpreting that. Like I said, the scene did confuse me quite a bit. But yeah, I'd say it was an interesting way to end this off, just because Mitsue in her speech, she says something about her powers not making that much of a difference, but clearly they did. So, you know, take that for what it is. But yeah, I'd say it was another pretty good episode. Less supernatural than some of the others, of course, but still very much a Kamichu type episode. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.